Hey guys, finally after almost a year of work I can introduce you to Destiny, the main character of my video game. Here she is. Her creation was a long and difficult process. Consider that she is the first 3D character I created, I had no experience and this extended a lot the development time. I think it took me almost a year, more or less. But remember that I have a full-time job and a little girl to take care of. I was able to develop Destiny in my little free time, and step by step I managed to get to the end. There are still some things to fix, such as the drawing of her life on the cloak, some animations, but for now I am satisfied with the result obtained. What do you think? The character creation was born from him, the super famous mannequin of UE4, because initially I had decided to focus on the landscape. I defined the main gameplay actions on the mannequin with the idea of implementing the new character later. I clearly had the main idea of the story and concept in my head, so the first phase of character creation was easy. Nope. The first part of the concept was terribly difficult. I knew what I wanted, but I couldn't give it shape. My main inspiration was the character of Journey. I looked for a very delicate and ethereal look. I tried to pay particular attention to her movement to make her light and elegant. The problem is that if you have a main reference that's a timeless masterpiece, it is very difficult to not do the same thing, if you don't have a lot of experience. I thought, and drew until I got this concept. A humanoid character with 2 skirts, a cape, and hair made of fire. Since Destiny is the aspect that will be seen the most during the gaming experience, I tried to make it as pleasant to the eyes as possible. In fact, I took great care in recreating the hair, which should resemble a small flame. Thanks to the physics present in UE5, I was able to make the hair dynamic, so that it follows every movement naturally. I took particular care of the movements of the cloak, trying to find the right compromise between material, density and technical limits. I'll start by saying that I took the skirt underneath, say goodbye to it and wipe it off of the face of the earth. I wanted to limit various glitch problems as much as possible, not having the time and know-how to improve and make the dynamics of the 2 skirts together decent. It moves naturally when in contact with legs, giving an effect of additional lightness and elegance to the character. Many animations were created by hand to make her movements as unique and natural as possible. The tiptoe walk, or the animation which she lands after a jump, are all movements that I take care in the maximum of my current possibilities, always looking for a compromise between quality and time. And now the final touch to bring the character to its maximal potential: the textures. I wanted the cloak to have a very visible texture, to give a good idea of the fabric and the material it's made of, while the skirt has a very light material that resembles velvet. So here we are. The character is complete. Now I just have to test it in all its movement and correct certain glitch that will inevitably pop up. It was a long process, certainly the most complicated part encountered so far, with many challenges. But in the end the result satisfies me a lot. I hope you think the same way. Now a bit of gameplay to see the flow and feeling that I want to give to the player when they find themselves on these lands. We'll cross these colorful and calm places to experience our personal journey. Each of us will pass through different maps with various colors and shapes. And each important point of the map will have a meaning and a message that will compose a story. Each step will reveal something new, and each place will be an important part of the experience. I can't wait to share with you more precise information about this journey. Now that the character is finished, I would like to dwell on the first trailer of the game, so I can open its Steam page to start collecting wishlists. Let me know what do you think and how you think I can improve. Thanks for watching the video, see you next time. Bye!